Hi everybody, hello and welcome to Ascension to Love with Alice. It is so gorgeous to be here with you. We are doing a week at a glance video. We're calling in all angels, guides, ascended beings of love and light, the celestials, the stellar realms. We're calling in the dragons, the unicorns, ascended beings, whomever who has transcended the fifth dimension, transcended polarity, who is here to offer us support, guidance, love. We are going to see what this week is going to bring for us. So this week, commencing Monday the 27th of September all the way through to Sunday the 3rd of October, we're going to start with some angelics. Let's see who wishes to come out and greet us and tell us a little bit about the week. If you are new to my channel, if this is the first time you are watching, welcome. Please hit the notification bell, right? Hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, the like if you're on Facebook or Instagram. And if you are someone that is regular to my channel, welcome back. Welcome back. I always love seeing you, interacting with you, and I hope you are in my Facebook group, the Isis Stream Temple, which is where I'm a little bit more interactive with people as I do live card readings and priestess calls and things like that in that group. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a look. Let's see who's here this week, who is supporting us this week coming up. Let's see. Okay. Archangel Jeremiah is the first one coming out here. Ooh, I love Archangel Jeremiah. So this is all about relaxing, trusting, because the challenges that are coming up, they are there for us to learn from them. Archangel Jeremiah helps bring us that balance, that calmness, that deep understanding that, you know, our soul is here on this planet to expand, to grow. We ask for that, so then we create the challenges, right? We create the dynamics that will help and aid us in that growth and that expansion. And Archangel Jeremiah reminds us of that, reminds us of our ability to co-create, of our ability to manifest, of how we can utilize that in the best possible way, right? He comes through, he can help with many things. He can help with family dynamics, right? You know, how we interact with other people, because the beauty about being on this beautiful earth star as well is that, you know, we have an infinite amount of mirrors in the people around us, the family, the friends, the strangers, the animals, the trees. Everything acts as a mirror to us, showing us our shadows and showing us our qualities as well, right? Whatever we love in another person is very present within ourselves, and whatever annoys us in another person, another being, another group of people, for example, that shows us our shadows to integrate, right? You know, so it's a really wonderful world. But when Archangel Jeremiah comes in, it can indicate that there may be a bit of a rocky start to the week, which wouldn't surprise me because we do have Mercury retrograde starting on Monday the 27th through to October 18th. There is a separate video going out tomorrow on that, so do stay tuned for that. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is always an interesting one. A little bit like the moon in the sense that, you know, it can get a bit of a bad rap about, you know, how we're feeling and how things are going. That's not what any of the movements of any of the planets or any of the satellites, etc. are there to do. They are there to encourage us, to help us grow and expand, right? So with Archangel Jeremiah coming out at the start of this reading, first thing, like, and look, you know, here's this dove in his hands, like, offer that olive branch. You know, there is shore ahead, but we have to navigate those waters, right, in order to get there. The next card we have, the next archangel, is Archangel Christiel. Oh, I love this this particular archangel, because Archangel Christiel works in the causal chakra, which some people find here, some people feel that causal here. The causal chakra is known as our personal moon, right? It is known as the divine feminine chakra, the gateway to the angelic realms, the peace chamber, was where the unicorns often come in through as well. And you know, this card, this archangel, reminds us to connect with the unicorn this week, because unicorns bring that peace, that hope, that joy, that trust, resetting dynamics, resetting relationships, resetting karma, and just uplifting, bringing that joy in. Unicorns are wonderful for that, and they can enhance any healing, any manifestation, anything like that. So to have Jeremiah coming first, and then Christiel popping in, and look at this beautiful pearlescent white light, right? This purple is very transmutational, very sovereign, right? And then we have the white, that purity, right? And, you know, having both of those, it just really is indicative of the fact that, you know, there may be some challenges, there may be a few difficulties at the start of the week, but this purity, this grace, this peace is going to come from it once we navigate those waters, right? It might feel like a bit of a waterfall at the start of the week, but Do not worry, because we traverse it very, very well, and the unicorn reminds us that, right? Unicorns will remind us of that, indeed. Let's see how the second part of the week is going to take us. Archangels, thank you. Ooh, Archangel Butalil is coming in here. Beautiful Archangel, Universal Archangel here. And they say, be interdependent and expand your horizons. You may start to stretch your gaze and kind of really think about what it is that you desire by the end of the week. You know, you might be thinking about manifestations that you want to bring in from the non-physical realm to the physical realm. You may find yourself kind of really, you know, dreaming big, and that's a really good thing, you know. Being sovereign in your own right, but being able to cooperate, collaborate with others as well. You know, there's a real truth and a strength and a love about being sovereign, about not being codependent, by being independent and then interdependent, right? So when we know that we have everything that we need within us, but then we also see the beauty and the divinity of being able to work together with one another, right? Because when we can get into this kind of energy of just really wanting to do everything ourselves and, like, you know, we'll do it the best way, that comes from fear. And, you know, we're in a stage where it's like, it is time to release fear, right? It's time. It is really time to do that. And we have Metatron just jumping out here as well. You know, there's so many solar codes that are going to be coming in. The sun activates our DNA, helps us expand in that sense, right? You know, so he's a wonderful archangel to jump in here as well, because he offers us that soul path, that soul destiny expansion. And he wanted a little mention here, because I wasn't going to read his card next, but he did want a little mention, and really ties in well with what we just said with Archangel Butalil, because that wonderful vortex of energy where we have our manifestations, where we have everything that we desire, right? You know, it's all there ready for us, and Metatron is up there, right, going, hey, raise your frequency, raise your vibration, get up here with me, with us. This is where all your advancement is. It's up here in this energy field, not down here, up here. So detach from what you need to detach to. If there is something draining your energy, a group, a chat, a situation, it's okay to not put energy into that. You know, even by having that around you, you are putting energy into that, right? So is that energy, is it helping you and bringing something in that you desire, or something that you want to move away from because you know that you have more to achieve here? And finally, we have the Seraphim coming in. Whew. Oh, those Seraphim. We've got Seraphim Seraphina coming in right now, holding those scrolls, those ancient scrolls, so that key of life on her chest. You know, we are an ambassador for earth. We are an ambassador for love. We are that bridge between heaven and earth. We are that bridge, that connection to source. I love how the Ankh is there as well, because, you know, that Ankh, that key of life, you know, it's representative of many, many things, but really it also represents very much so that feminine wisdom, that womb space. You know, you've got the womb, the ovaries here either side, and then we've got that canal, that entrance, right? And it's really interesting because when we look at it in that way, you know, everything is birthed from that womb of the mother, the divine mother, right? So this is a really interesting week, because the way that the energy is starting, it's like it might be a bit rocky at the start, it might be a bit tumultuous at the beginning, but by the end of it, we're going to be dreaming big. We're going to be opening ourselves up for some wonderful, wonderful manifestations that want to come in. We're going to be opening ourselves up to really kind of, you know, it's like limiting beliefs will have kind of dissolved a little bit. We will have worked through whatever limiting beliefs are currently top priority to dissolve right now, and that's a real great thing. It really is. Let's see what the dragons are saying about any challenges that we may find this week. So, beautiful dragons, can you help us with any challenges? We have the Golden Atlantean dragon coming in here. Wow. I love this card. What I'm hearing right now is the energy from the fall of Atlantis, kind of like the dissolving of timelines, the dissolving of programs, the dissolving of veils of illusion, the dissolving of things that do no longer serve, that don't serve, that have to dissolve to get rebuilt in light. That's what we're going to be faced with a little bit this week, and that can look different for every single person, but it feels like it's going to be kind of like a wave of energy that's going to just kind of flow in, and we're going to be like, whoa, what is that? And that's going to be linked into the challenges that we may have at the very start of the week. But what's really, really beautiful here is that it's in order to fully clear, right, to give us the opportunity, to give us the contrast, to go, I really don't like this, I really don't want this. So then we focus on what we do want, we expand and shift our perception, and instead of bringing more of what we don't want, we shift our perception to what we do want, right? So the Atlantean dragon is reminding us of that, because we are masters of our energy, and we are remembering this. We are remembering discernment, we are remembering alignment, right? Open heart. The heart must stay open, right? One open heart that is channeling love through can awaken 1,000,000 souls, you know, just by being, not even by doing, saying, just by being, you know. We have the fire dragon coming in, helping burn away anything that's around us right now. You know, I know personally that I call upon the fire dragons every day right now. I mean, I do anyway, because I love them so much, and there's so much appreciation for the dragon realm. But call upon the dragons, right? If you are wanting to clear anything, if you are feeling a little bit, whoo, you know, if your solar plexus has taken a hit somewhere, which might happen, right? You know, call upon the fire dragons, thank them, appreciate them, love them, but let them enter, and they clear the denseness, because they're those fourth dimensional beings, right? So they can clear around that third dimensional, that fear-based stuff, that sometimes the archangels are a bit too high to fully reach very, very quickly. The dragons, super quick. They can clear your path. They can go ahead of you to wherever you're going. They're incredible. You know, and they also inspire us as well. They remind us that we are safe. They help us with our determination. They help us keep focused. So if you want to stay focused as well this week for whatever reason, call on the fire dragons. And then we have the water dragons. Look at this, all the elements coming out. The water dragons, once again, they help us move around obstacles, move around challenging times, flow with ease, rather than feeling clunky, rather than feeling like, oh, there's something here that I'm struggling to navigate around. They help bring inspired, kind of like inspiration, and just kind of like quick, agile motion. They also carry the Christ light, because water carries Christed energy. So they remind us as well, every time we shower, every time it rains, it might be a rainy week. Just gonna say it, it might be a rainy week, and that is a good thing, because the rain is clearing, it's cleansing, it brings down that Christ light, right? And when we connect with water, really intentionally connect with that, we're made of like over 80% water, right? We are made up of that, right? So when we connect with water outside of us, rain, shower, bath, washing your hands, whatever, drinking a glass of water, you know, drink more water right now, everyone, right? Drink lots more, because that helps us as well navigate emotion, right? So if we're feeling emotion this week, if that happens, the more water you drink with intention, that it helps clear through any stuck energy. If you clear through within, it'll clear around you as well, right? If you have something showing up in your outer world this week, which could very well happen by the archangels that are coming out and the dragons that have already been here, if you are clearing on anything in your outer world, it's because there is something within you bringing that through to you so that you can clear it. So we want to clear it on the inside as well. That's the whole point. So water dragons will help us do that. And then finally, golden orange dragon. Is this Metatron's dragon? This actually might be Metatron's dragon. I'm not sure. It feels like it. Expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Look at all these books and pages around this dragon. You know, he's got this quill in his hand. And the really funny thing is that, you know, we don't need to carry on learning and studying and listen to other people's wisdom, right? In the way that kind of like, you know, we want to learn, we want to study, we want to remember. But actually the remembrance comes from that connection within. Comes from keeping this open, keeping this open, keeping this Christed, right? You know, so our crown chakra, allowing that to be open enough to receive the divine wisdom, because that is innate within you. We are God. You are God. You have that within you. That is where your soul comes from, that light within you, the higher self of you that is beaming you down into this vehicle of the physical body. That comes from source. That comes from all that is, right? So when we remember that, when we affirm that with I am affirmations, you know, that it gets really powerful. We can really align very quickly in that moment with that. And we are reminded to do that by these beautiful golden orange dragons, because there is expansion waiting to happen this week, and you will find that by the end of the week, which is really wonderful. And then finally, and if you want help with that, you guys, I just want to say as well, if you feel like there are blocks, there are struggles, there are karmic ties, there are You know, you feel like a connection with a past life, and you want some guidance or healing, please reach out for some angelic guidance, right? Or for some quantum healing, Akashic record work, past life regression, soul retrieval, karma balancing, right? DNA activations, right? Reach out to me for those, because I do, I offer that, and it's such an honor to connect with people. Anyone that reaches out to book a session in any which way, I literally think of you as a hero, because it takes so much courage to reach out and go, actually, I'm gonna ask for a bit of help with this so that I can speed the process along, because we don't want to be sat here in this blocked energy, right? We want things to be moving, and to be moving quickly, because there is such support to be moving quickly right now. You know, the equinox has happened, right? Equal day, equal night. That's happened wherever you are in the world, and now now we are going into this, especially in the northern hemisphere, that inwards energy, right? We're going into that inwards energy in order to really, really, really refine our ability to navigate the shadows and to integrate them into light. It's a beautiful thing. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to ask the unicorns to bring through some final messages of hope, of joy, and of final guidance here. The Mahatma energy. Unicorn is reminding us that we are building our light body. Every breath we take, every thought, word, and deed, every action, we are building our light, or we are letting it diminish, right? By where we put our energy. You know, when we focus with intention, when we slow down and meditate, we realign our energy to the energy of all that is, to source energy. When we stop, when we slow down, when we meditate, when we breathe, that's all that is breathing. When we slow down to breathe, ironically, slowing down speeds up ascension. If you're running around like a headless chicken, it's going to be a difficult week, right? It is. So the unicorns are saying, you know, build your light body. It's time. It's time to build the light body. You know, 29 is a mastery number as well. It's an 11 number, which means that there will be challenges coming up for people. But when you remember to slow down, you can really enhance that light body and build that light body. Really consciously bring in that breath. Work, like the dragons have said, with the Christed energy of the water, and let the fire dragons help you stay focused and determined. You know, Unicorn is saying there are many creative solutions around, and you can even ask them to help inspire you this week, right? Because there are so many creative solutions. The animal medicine as well. If you're seeing a lot of squirrels, right? You know, they gather, they're resourceful. You know, butterflies, they go through that metamorphosis. Unicorns we've already spoken about, right? You know, thinking outside the box and seeing things from a higher perspective. It's going to be super helpful this week, and the unicorns are going to help you do that if you remember to call on them. We all have free will, so we have to choose to be open to receive that guidance and that love and that inspiration. So do it, because they are there. They are wanting to help this week. Once again, we are getting that theme of, this says uncalled relationship. So any relationship dynamic that is of a lower frequency, and this doesn't necessarily mean to say that you're walking away from a person, you know, a man or a woman. It doesn't necessarily mean to say that you're walking away from them, but you can uncord the negative aspects of that dynamic, right? It may also mean that you have to walk away from someone because they're not in your highest good anymore. You've vibrated at different paces now, and one of you is here and one of you is here, right? And it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't align anymore, and that's okay. When we hold on to the past, we stop ourselves achieving the future, right? We stop ourselves moving forward, and, you know, it actually blocks forgiveness. So maybe there is forgiveness that needs to come in here somewhere, right? Is there a relationship? Is there a relationship or a dynamic you're holding on to that really it's time to let go of? In love, in forgiveness, in gratitude, knowing that the good parts of it will always stay with you. But when we're trying to hold on, it just builds frustration, right? And look at this. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Cosmic Emerald. This is pure abundance and health and vitality, right? This is about knowing that you are divine abundance. That is your birthright. That is your true nature of being. And when we stop kind of swirling around in all this energy and just kind of take a moment to breathe and open ourselves to receive and say, I receive abundance now. I receive. Like, show me, guardian angels, show me, unicorns, show me how easy it is to receive. Ask them, you know, show me how easy it is to be in perfect alignment And for that moment, just notice what you feel, what you hear, smell, taste, touch. Notice. And for that fraction of a moment you are in alignment, everything is flowing to you. And then our mind might kick in again, and we might have to, we might kind of find ourselves elsewhere. But, just keep asking. Keep opening up. Open your heart to the sun, to the moon, to the earth, to the water, to everything, right? Open your hearts. And when we open our hearts, that light just shines through like the channel that we are. It doesn't come from us. We are love. We are living love. It comes through us eternally. It doesn't deplete. And if it feels depleting, it's not coming from the all, right? It's coming from somewhere where there is a fear or a shadow that we haven't yet integrated, a wound that we haven't yet healed, and a child that we haven't yet reclaimed. And once again, please reach out if you'd like to have some support with that. The Akashic sessions are so incredibly powerful. So powerful. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to wrap this up. Let's see. The last unicorn card coming out. I am presence. This is the all. This is source, the divine. This is the everything. It's time to expand that stellar gateway. Metatron, golden orange dragon. This is a consistent message that's come out in this reading. It's about expansion by the end of the week. The whole run-up, the whole process of this coming week, the challenges that you're going to face, that we're all going to face, right? They are set for your individual expansion, my individual expansion, all of our experiences. It's going to be set for our own expansion. And then the rewards that come through when we lift and release those blocks are just going to be so divine, right? And they are there, they are waiting, they are already aligned. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. What a beautiful I am affirmation to declare. Okay, beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here with me. Such an honor and a privilege, and I look forward to seeing you next week for next week's week at a glance. But in the meantime, we've got a Mercury retrograde video coming out, we've got a Sun in Libra video coming out soon, and we've got card readings in our Isis stream temple. So if you are in that space, and I will see you on a live video at some point in the next week, or maybe even on a priestess call, around a sacred container, a sacred circle. Yeah, please reach out if you need to. My email is ascension@aliceheath.com, or you can look at my website, aliceheath.com, where you can look at all the sessions that I offer, and just have a little bit of a nosy. Sometimes it's nice to nosy on people's websites. I know I do that, but anyway, sending you all so much love. Bye for now.